Hey guys, how's it going? So, as you probably know, the newest season of Survivor has started back up, and that season is called Blood versus Water. Now, for those who don't know, this season is about returning players. They take 10 returning players, and they pit them against their loved ones. So, uh, in this case, it's mostly daughters, boyfriends slash girlfriends, and husbands and wives. And now this season turns out to have a couple of twists right off the bat. The first one is each pair, that is the returning player and their loved one, they each pair uh, came onto the island at a different spot, and they spent the first night on their own, just the pair, so the two of them. So they did have each other, but they're essentially on their own. But and then after that, the day after, they come together, they get their tribes, and they learn that they're not playing with their loved ones, they're playing against their loved ones. And so the tribes are split up into returning players and the loved ones of the returning players. And the returning players, I've seen most of them play. I haven't seen all of them though. I've seen Jervis, Ayers, Rupert, Colton, Monica, Kat, and I think that's it. Who else is there? There's Laura, Candace, Tyson. Oh, and I've also seen Tina play. And so I've seen 7 of them play. And then on the other team, the loved ones team, there's John, which is Candace's husband, Brad, which is Monica's boyfriend, I think. There's Laura, which is Rupert's wife, Marissa, which is Jervis's niece, Hayden, which is Kat's boyfriend, Sierra, which is Laura's daughter, Katie, who is Tina's daughter, who have I not mentioned? Caleb, who is Colton's fiance. Just 2 more. There is Vetus, who is Araz's brother. And after minutes, like probably 3 minutes of trying to figure out who is the last person on the returning, or not returning, the loved ones tribe, I finally remembered Rachel, who is Tyson's girlfriend. Now, the returning players is their tribe is Galong, and their loved ones, I don't know how to pronounce the tribe. It's like Tanakin, something like that. I don't know. It's a weird name. For me, it was a weird name. But then there's a twist. Each tribe had to vote immediately, one person out of their tribe. And so they voted on the returning tribe. Candace was voted out. And then on the loved ones tribe, Laura, who is Rupert's wife, got voted out. And then they learned that they weren't done for good just yet. They were going to go to Redemption Island, or whatever they call it now. I think it's still Redemption Island. And then compete to stay in. And so then there's another twist. Their loved ones, well, the people they came with had the opportunity to take their place on Redemption Island. And so Rupert took that chance, he took that opportunity, which I knew he would. And so he went to Redemption Island instead of his wife Laura, and Laura was put onto the returning players tribe. And then John decided to not take Candace's place. Now, Rupert, some people may think that Rupert made a stupid decision, but I mean, I understand where he's coming from. He wants his wife to have to like experience Survivor, and he doesn't want her experience to be like crap. So he's willing to take her place. And I guess another way to look at it is he's being stupid because he probably had a better chance at winning the entire thing. And so if he goes out now, neither one of them will win, or at least I don't think Laura will win. I don't see her going far, but hey, she might surprise me. Anyways, so the thing is, like, you should have gone with whoever could have won Survivor, to not go to Redemption Island. That way, because like they're gonna split money. Obviously, they're married, so it's like if one wins, the other wins. So one way to look at it is it's stupid for him to go to Redemption Island because he has a better chance of winning Survivor. Now soon after getting to camp, they're returning. Oh, forgot to say this. When they were voting, Colton, he made a good impression on me in the first episode, at the beginning at least. When he was like, when he was talking about how they had to vote immediately on somebody to be out of the game, or they thought it was out of the game. I don't think they knew about Redemption Island at the time, but he was like, "Really? Hey, remember me? I was mean in my season and everything." Like, he thought he was going to be the first one voted out, which would have been understandable, but oddly enough, nobody voted for him. Anyways, moving on. Soon after getting to their campsite, the returning players got fire, started boiling water, filled their canteens and everything. They were fine off. And then the loved ones, they didn't have as much success. And Brad, he made a 5-man alliance. Like, all the guys on the loved ones tribe made an alliance because there are 5 guys and 4 women. So I don't really like alliances with just one gender, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. So anyways, so then I guess moving on to the immunity challenge. What they had to do was they had to like swim through an obstacle course type thing, unhook their canoes, paddle back to the shore, and the 3 people who didn't go out and swim and get the canoe, they had to put together a puzzle, because the canoe had puzzle pieces, so they had to put together a puzzle, and the first tribe to complete the puzzle wins. And so returning players get off to a rocky start, and the loved ones, they seem to be doing well, and they rushed through it, though returning players, they happen to get into the boat and start paddling before the loved ones, but they had problems paddling. It seems to be mostly Colton's fault. Apparently he wasn't really paddling well. I think he was probably just like gently doing it and just like scratching the surface of the water instead of like digging in deep and rowing hard. And so Kat, well, first of all, Ares, who was behind them trying to steer them, he told Colton to row or paddle or whatever. And then after that, Kat was like, "Paddle, Colton!" And she was kind of stupid in her season in One World, and I didn't really like her, and the way she acted, it seemed to me like she was trying to like get people to think that she knows what she's doing. But anyways, Colton goes off on her while they're paddling, but eventually they get to the shore. The loved ones already got to the shore, and they were they had started on their puzzle, and then eventually the returning players got there, and the returning players, their puzzle people, passed the loved ones, their puzzle people, and the returning players end up winning. And uh, Jervis yells. I forgot what he yells, but he yells something at the other tribe, and like he's gloating and everything. And then back at, oh, I guess we'll move on to tribal council. Marissa, Jervis's niece, gets sent home because Jervis was gloating and everything, and other people didn't like that, and so they decided to send Marissa on her way. And so that kind of sucks for Marissa. The first time I watched it, I kind of liked her, but then the second time watching it, I don't know. She seemed like she was trying too hard to be considered a good player. That's just in my opinion. I can't really explain why. One reason though is because Brad, when they first all came together, when Jeff was introducing them to the first twists of the game, Brad had said that there would be like a condition where he would consider throwing the challenge so that his wife would have like a better night's sleep. Like if it was like pouring down rain all the time and the challenge was for a tarp, you might consider throwing the challenge to so that she would get the tarp and sleep well that night. And of course, other people didn't like that. So when they first got back to their campsites, he got the tribe together and said, "Look, I am never going to throw any of the challenges, and I'm going to give it my all. And if I don't, y'all can vote me out." And then Marissa, in her like little confessional thing, said that it wasn't exactly an apology, so she's going to keep an eye on him because he could be a loose cannon. Which I was just like, that doesn't make sense. And by the way, I was saying Brad. I was saying he would. I was basically saying Brad and Monica are married, but I don't think that's true. I think they're dating. So instead of throwing the challenge for his wife, I meant to say throwing the challenge for his girlfriend, but I could be wrong. They could be married. Anyways, what was I saying? Wow. Yeah. Anyways, I was just like, how is that related to being a loose cannon? Like, I didn't understand that. And something I forgot to mention at the returning tribe, the returning players tribe, was Monica pulled Colton aside, and she was talking about the season that they had done together, which was One World, and she said that Colton really hurt her and everything. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. If I remember correctly, she was voted out while still on the all-girls tribe. And so I don't think she ever was on a tribe with Colton. Now, at the time, the two tribes did share the same part of the island together. So maybe he hurt her feelings then, but I don't think so. I think they would have shared that. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't interesting enough, but I don't know. I was just like, how did she get hurt by him? But anyways, also, I had like completely forgotten about her. Like when they showed her and they said that she was from One World, I was like, who is that? And then I was like, maybe she was the old woman on their tribe. Like most of the women were like really young and everything, and so she was like the old person on their tribe and got voted out because of it, or partially because of it at least. I don't know. exactly why she was voted out, but I think it's partially because she didn't fit in. But anyways, oh, I should probably say who I want to win Redemption Island. I I kind of want to go with Rupert. I'm not sure why. He seems more serious this time around. I didn't see him play in his last season. I just saw him play Cook Pearl Islands. Is that? I think that was Pearl Islands, and then All Stars. And I didn't really see him play his third time, which I'm guessing was Heroes versus Villains. I don't know for sure, but that's just my guess. And one thing that I thought was funny was when he decided to take his wife's place on Redemption Island, Tina was saying that it would hurt the tribe because he's great at building shelters. And I just thought back to All Stars where his shelter was crap. And I had seen a tweet by Rob Sestamino who was on Survivor Amazon and All Stars. He may have been on some other seasons, but those two I know for certain. And he put out a tweet that he's like, I guess Tina didn't last long. She didn't last long enough on All Stars to know that Rupert isn't good at making shelters, which was funny because she was on his tribe, but she was the first one voted out, so she didn't like she wasn't there for when he built that crap shelter. And well, anyways, guys, that's all I've got for today. Give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and comment down below who you want to win this season and who you want to win Redemption Island. I never said who I wanted to win this season. That one's a bit difficult. Caleb did make a good impression on me. Hayden also made a good impression on me. I don't know. This one's tough. I'm just going through who I want to win this. I didn't really like John all that much. He seemed a bit arrogant to me. Brad seems to really be don't do anything, but I don't know. I'm just gonna go with I'm gonna go with Caleb for right now. But I'll get back to you next week after I thought about some more. But yeah, comment down below who you think's gonna win, and I will see you guys later. Bye.